What's up, everybody? Derek Anderson, the DA. And you know, once again, Lucasfilm, what do we got to say, right? They have yet again destroyed a George Lucas property. This time it's with this woke Willow show, all right? Disney and Lucasfilm have absolutely decimated this man's library, this man's entire life work. They've just destroyed it, okay? Got their grubby mitts on it. George got his money. They got their grubby mitts on this franchises, and they have absolutely destroyed them, okay? This forward march, right? Making everything about the message, making everything about a social agenda, identity politics, progressivism in your face constantly, morning, noon, and night, all right? It is absolutely turned into this crap, all right, that nobody wants to watch. And finally, the jig is up, okay? The jig is up. Everybody's hip to the game. Nobody's fooled, okay? Disney is just making crap now, okay? Disney is just making crap. Saw it with Lightyear, Thor, Love and Thunder. What else came out? Strange World, okay? She-Hulk, okay? Willow's just another in the latest line of crappy Disney shows, okay? That's all it is. So people are tuning out. People are done. Audiences are bored, man. They're like, man, no, I'm not watching this crap, okay? And probably even worse is that parents who were Disney's biggest audience, okay? Because they had the kids to say, hey, you guys make stuff for kids. We like that, okay? Let's go get Disney. Oh, man, I'm not letting my kids watch your crap. Are you kidding me? Y'all got this whole not-so-secret gay agenda? You think I'm about to let my kids... What? Oh, no. Turn Disney Plus off. Numbers are dropping right. We saw the $1.5 billion in losses in the last quarter. Yeah, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. And now, the numbers are in for Willow. Willow's ratings are the worst for Disney Plus. Yeah, that's right. Samba TV is back. Boy, where were y'all at, by the way? Samba, man, you guys was giving us the viewership numbers that we actually need to prove our points. Yeah, stick around this time. It provides the numbers for the first 2 episodes released last week. Willow isn't a big hit with fans, and it isn't a hit on Disney Plus, as its ratings are the worst for a show on the streaming service. Samba TV took a bit of a sabbatical before a reason, but now they are back and providing numbers for Willow. According to Samba TV, 481,000 households. That's it. 481,000 households watch Willow in its first 5 days of release, and that's with 2 episodes to watch, okay? So there's your numbers, 481K. Now, how does that actually measure up with all the other Disney Plus shows that have come out? So you can see Miss Marvel did 775K in its first 5 days on Disney Plus. And let me just say, this proves like the power of branding, you know what I mean? Because Miss Marvel doesn't do anywhere near that unless it's coming under that, you know, larger umbrella of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Pretty much it probably would be doing what Willow did, or maybe even worse, okay? If it's just standing by itself. And here's how some of the other Marvel shows did. We saw this before in a previous video, but you got Loki at 2.5 million in its first 5 days. Moon Knight, 1.8 million, Falcon and the Winter Soldier the same, WandaVision 1.6, and then Hawkeye at 1.5. But see, guys, you need to understand that, you know, it all catches up to you eventually, okay? When you don't have Star Wars, when you don't have Marvel attached to your property, okay? And then you want to write all kind of woke stuff, because you see, Marvel and Star Wars kind of hide all of that, okay? They kind of disguise it, you know? It's like, well, people are still watching this woke crap, okay? They're watching it because of Marvel, and they're watching it because of Star Wars, all right? That's why. But once you don't have this big name brand attached to kind of disguise all of your terrible writing and your terrible acting and your woke ideology, okay? When you don't have these big name brands attached to your woke crap, this is what wokeness looks like, okay? It looks like this thing right here. Not a big brand, worst thing that Disney Plus has ever done. And the thing that Disney needs to understand is they're not going to win this war, okay? You're not going to win the culture war you think you're going to win, okay? You could double, triple, quadruple down on all of this nonsense all you want to, okay? You could throw billions of dollars at it. It doesn't matter. People don't care. Nobody cares about that crap. People want entertainment. Keep saying it. Listen to the fans and you won't go wrong. And when you make a show like this that's specifically aimed at a demographic of 4 to 5% of the country, these are the results. These are the results, all right? And I don't think Disney is ever going to wake up from that until it's too late. And since Samba TV has been releasing numbers, Willow is the lowest ratings on the show on Disney Plus, much lower than Miss Marvel's. Marvel, see, we saw all of that with the 775. She-Hulk, She-Hulk had 1.5 million households in the first 4 days. Willow is from Disney's Lucasfilm, where it can't even compare to Mandalorian, Obi-Wan, so on and so forth. Yeah, I'm pretty sure, like it says, we don't know the Andor numbers. I'm pretty sure Andor did a little bit better than this. I believe they've shown that it was worse than Obi-Wan and Book of Boba Fett overall with the Nielsen stuff. But nevertheless, I'm pretty sure it did better than this. Nobody's watching this. Nobody's even talking about this. Not even Deadline, Hollywood Reporter, Variety. Like, none of the majors are even talking about this show. Nobody tuning in to watch Willow isn't surprising, as the fans that did tune in don't like it at all. Rotten Tomato scores dropped to 27%. It's lower than that right now. We saw that earlier. It's at 24% now, which is a Disney Plus low, as it's lower than 33% for She-Hulk. He says, the fans are right too, as I watched the first episode and couldn't believe how bad it is. Willow is barely in it. Yeah, that first episode, Willow isn't really in it that much. The second and third episode, he's in it plenty, but it doesn't matter. He doesn't make the show any better. As a matter of fact, like I said, man, Warwick Davis is just phoning this thing in, man. This whole thing, nobody cares, right? Nobody cares a lick about this show. The people that made it don't care, all right? You look at the writing and the directing, it's just terrible, okay? The acting, horrible. Worst thing about the show is the acting. Then you got the costume in the right. Remember I showed you guys in that last review of episode 3, and I'll go ahead and link that above, where you had the chicks in the jeans jackets just kind of wandering through. Like, what are these chicks in jeans looking like they just walked out of the mall, for God's sake? What are y'all doing in this show? It was just absolutely terrible, okay? Fight choreography is a joke, all right? Cinematography is terrible. They're throwing in rock songs at the end. I mean, just DGAF. Don't give a fuck. That's what it is. DGAF all the way. That's what this whole show is. The show is put together by Jonathan Kasdan. Man, let me tell you, dude. Lawrence Kasdan wrote Raiders of the Lost Ark. He wrote Empire Strikes Back, okay? This guy's got like a legendary career, one of the best in the game. And the apple has absolutely fallen far from the tree, all right, with Jonathan Kasdan, all right? Far from the tree, rolled over the side of the hill, off into the ocean, okay? That apple is nowhere near the tree of Lawrence Kasdan at all. I mean, this guy is he's going to go down as a historically terrible showrunner. Unbelievable. And then it says here, Warwick Davis was inspired by The Last Jedi. Listen, man, it doesn't matter what this guy has completely phoned it in. He absolutely doesn't care. He's not putting forth a lick of effort. Let's go ahead and check back on these audience scores. You know, the audience reviews are probably my favorite thing about this show right now. I had high hopes, but the writing is just so bad. The acting is terrible as well. The whole thing feels rushed. It makes me feel like I'm watching a high school play with a larger budget. The character development is sparse. Many scenes don't make sense. There's no building up to a story, just slapdash. It's okay if you have nothing else to do, I suppose. Probably the worst written show in the last couple of years. Avoid this one. Disney, you really need to lift your game and stop hiring these terrible writers. Hell yeah. The acting is horribly stiff, and this appears to be made solely for children. Not what I was hoping for. Unwatchable. Holy cow, the characters and writing are bad. You can feel that the writers never left California once in their life. Hey, man, hey, this guy ain't lying, man. This guy ain't lying. This whole thing comes off like people that live in a bubble, okay? Live in that woke Hollywood bubble. They've never, ever talked to anybody outside of Hollywood, okay? They don't have real friends with real jobs and just living life. They have no idea what the world is like outside of that bubble of Hollywood. That's what this... Nailed it. Very disappointing. The storyline came off as contrived. The characters were flat. The magic of the original movie was gone. Likely the worst series in Disney Plus. Worst one. Not even close. I could not even make it past the first episode. Absolutely horrendous writing. Terrible acting, except from, no, terrible across the board. Not even a few people are acting well. Everybody sucks in this. A terrible lead actress that I disliked within the first 5 minutes. Absolutely. Awful speech. Why do they talk like Gen Z TikTokers? Non-believable costumes. Boring and confusing plot. I can go on, but I won't, because I'll never continue watching this show. Disney also made Andor, which is infinitely better, so they are obviously able to do it. They just won't. Yeah, they won't. Okay. Andor and Willow are made by the same damn studio. Okay. Andor and Willow are made by the same damn studio. All right. Lucasfilm. It's the same company. Same folks. All right. I don't understand. Like I said, Kathleen Kennedy, quit. Quit now. Get up out of there. You clearly don't give a damn about George Lucas's company, his life's work, everything. You just ran this thing right into the ground. That chick needs to get up out of there. Why? Just why? How did any one part of production leadership get hired? Literally no talent at all. A high school video production class could do better. Why is Disney doing this? You got me, Randy D. I wish I knew. But anyway, folks, what do you think about this situation with Willow? Just terrible. Low viewership numbers. Ratings are dropping. Nobody cares. Nobody's watching. I mean, this is just pathetic. And it's, again, it just shows you, again, this is what wokeness looks like when you don't have Marvel or Star Wars or DC or some big name brand attached to it. This is what it looks like. Nobody's going to care. And yeah, you're going to get those kind of numbers. Anyway, go ahead, get down in the comments. Let me know what you think, folks. Thanks for watching. See you next time.